For the following exercises, perform the indicated operation and express the result as a simplified complex number. Okay, so we've done tons of problems like these in our complex number playlist. If you want to see the description, if you guys aren't on the playlist, go check it out in the description. The link will be in there for the complex number playlist. We've done questions like this already, but let's just try to get a review of it and, let's go for it. So for the first one, we need to express the square root of -4 minus 4 times the square root of -25. Now you might be saying, there's not even an imaginary number in here, right? Usually complex numbers and all the ones that we've been seeing, there are i's in here. However, if we actually went to the calculator right now and we typed in the square root of -4, the calculator is going to say error. Because technically, you can never take a square root of a negative value. There's not an actual real number for any square roots that are negative. So the answer must be imaginary. It must be an I value in there, I for imaginary. So the thing is how do we get rid of that negative in the radical? Well, I can show you. We break it down. There's a couple of steps to it, but once you get really good, you can just look at this and immediately know what the answer is. But I'm going to break it down for you, and then you'll kind of see like the concepts. Okay, so I'm going to disregard this negative first outside because I can always just take this answer and times it by a -1, right? So let's just work on the square root of -4. And you know what? I'm going to just move this over here. Okay, so I'm just taking this little part. Now, what we want to do is we want to get rid of the negative, right? That's the issue here. So whatever number that they tell you inside here, just break it down. Actually, we're going to break it down one time just to show you first that this is the same thing as saying it's the square root as 4 times a -1, right? A -4 is the same thing as saying 4 times a -1. And we're kind of getting closer to just having a positive number under the square root. Now, going by your math terms, remember that if you have two terms in your radical, you can break them into two different radicals. So this would be the square root of 4 times the square root of -1. And now we can get a number, right? The square root of 4, we know that that is 2. So this has to be 2 times something. This is the problem here. Just know, or as we've been doing before, remember that a -1, and I'll put this up here, a -1 always equaled I squared. So technically this is just an I squared, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just erase this and put an I squared down here. And all of a sudden, we don't have a negative anymore. But now we just have to simplify this. What is the square root of an I squared? Well, the square root and a square are opposites of each other. So they kind of will go bye-bye. And all that's left is just the I value. So this is just multiplied by I. So this whole thing, the square root of -4, is 2i. And that goes for this. So I'm just going to put a 2i here. Now, it's all being multiplied by a negative, so I can just drop the negative in front. So now it's a -2i. So did you see that all we did was the square root of 4 was 2, and then the square root of that -1 was I. So we're going to do the same idea for this one. Let me just erase this, and if you need to, pause the video. But it's going bye-bye, and there it goes. So now we just have to do the same thing for the square root of -25. Can you guys guess what the answer for the square root of -25 would be? Well, remember, it breaks down into the square root of 25 and then the square root of -1. Remember that the square root of -1 is I squared. right? Because -1 is the same thing as I squared. And then the square and the square root, or the square root and the square, they cancel each other. So this would just be equal to the square root of 25 times I. And what's the square root of 25? 5. This is 5 times I. So this would be 5I. And that's this part. So that's the 5I up here. And now I just have to minus 4 from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this. Whoop. There you go. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm going to just rewrite this. So now we know that this is -2I minus 4 times 5I. And now I just got to clean it up. The -4 needs to be multiplied by the 5I. So -2I minus 20I. We have like terms here, right? They both have i's. So -2 minus 20 is a -22. So this would be equal to -22I. And that's it. This answer is all imaginary. It's all imaginary. It's not real. It doesn't really exist. It's just imaginary. Let's try to do the same notation for this one. So the first thing is that I see that I have a square root of -12. So I'm going to try to eliminate that first. Then we could do the rest, right? So let's just work on that square root of -12. Okay. So first things first, just like we did before, let's pull out that negative, right? And separate the number from the negative. So this would be the square root of 12 times a -1. So now I can break that down into the two different radicals. So now I just have the square root of 12 multiplied by the square root of -1. So let's just quickly work through this one first, right? Remember that -1 is the same thing as I squared, and the square root and the square are opposites of each other, so this would just equal an I. Now we just have to work on this. What is the square root of 12? 12 is not an exact perfect number, so I have to think of perfect numbers that go into 12. This could be broken down by saying the square root of 4 times the square root of 3, right? 4 times 3 is 12, and I just broke them up, right? So what is the square root of 4? The square root of 4 is 2. I can't do anything with the square root of 3, so that stays. So this part would just be 2 times the square root of 3 times I, right? If I'm now adding the I back in. So this would be just 2 rad 3I. This part is the square root of -12. 2 rad 3I. And now I can simplify this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this part. And remember, when I have multiple numbers on the numerator divided by a single denominator, I can break them up. I can break them up into two individual fractions, separated by this positive sign. So I could have 2 divided by 2, that's the real value, plus the square root of the -12, which we found was 2 rad 3I all over 2. And now we just simplify. Well, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So cancel this out. This is 1. This is 1. So this number is 1. Plus, let's see. I have a 2 in the top. I have a 2 in the bottom. Those will cancel. And I'm just left with rad 3I. And maybe I'll just cut this off because the I is not under the radical. It is outside the radical. And that is your final answer for this one. 1 plus rad 3I, or the square root of 3 times I. Same thing here. what's the issue, right? It's 4 plus the square root of negative 20 over 2. The square root of the negative 20 is the problem here. So let's try to figure this out first before we focus on the whole thing. So the square root of negative 20. Remember, the first thing that we got to do is we got to get out of the negative, right? So I'm just going to say that this would be the same thing as the square root of 20 times the square root of negative 1. Let's work with the negative 1 first, right? Because negative 1 is the same thing as I squared. So I'm just going to erase this and put an I squared. And then remember, the square root and the square are opposites. So this would be just I, right? This is a 1. This is an I. That's not a 1. Okay. And whatever this is going to be multiplied by I. So now we just got to work on the rad 20. And I say to myself, square root of 20, 20 is not a perfect number. So I have to think of numbers that are perfect that go into 20. Oh, well, I can say, actually, let's do it this way. I could say that rad 20 is the same thing as, actually, I could break it up. We know this, guys, right? Rad 20 is the same thing as rad 5 times a rad 4. 5 times 4 is 20. And the perfect number here is 4. What's the square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2. And this would be 2 times a rad 5. Now, notation says that, the 2 comes first and then the rad, right? So this would just be rad 5 times 2 times I. So this would be 2 rad 5 times I. And this is the new number that goes over here, 2 rad 5 times I. And now I'm going to split them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase this. So pause the video if you need to. Whee! Okay. And now let's just separate them, right? I have 2 values all over the same numerator. So I'm going to break these up. This is 4 divided by 2 plus the rad of negative 20, which we found was 2 rad 5 times I over 2. And now let's just simplify. 4 divided by 2 is just 2 plus 2 rad 5 times I divided by 2. There's a 2 on the top and the bottom, so I could simplify that. So this is just rad 5 times I. The I is outside of the radical. It is not inside the radical. And that is the final answer. There you go. So guys, what do you think? This was fun, working with complex numbers and getting it into simplified complex notation. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think. Give this video a like if it helped you, and subscribe to the channel. That would really, really help us out, and it gets the idea out to everybody all over the world that says this service exists. So I thank you so much for that. And I'll see you guys all in the next lesson, all right? Have a great day. Keep studying hard, and let's ace those tests, all right? Good luck on your exams, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Bye-bye.